Hi, welcome to RV Perry Passages. My name's Chuck, and this is where the Perrys are passing through the RV motor coach lifestyle. Appreciate you watching. If you're interested, please hit the subscribe and like button in the description below. That'll make you aware of any future posts. And feel free to leave any comments that you'd like to in the comment section below. We also have a link to our RV Perry Passage Gmail account, so feel free to contact us there as well. And if you're interested in supporting us in any way, appreciate you clicking on the Patreon link in the description and following to the Patreon page and checking out the different options that are there. The last video I posted was February 22nd. A lot has happened since then. Gail's mother passed away a few days later, so we were in the process of going back to Texas for the services and visiting with friends and family. Sad, but a good reunion, but it was a sad circumstance. We got back to Oregon, March 7th, and COVID hit at that time, and everybody knows what's happened since then. We have been driveway surfing, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. I officially re-entered the medical industrial complex, caught up with a PCP on March 17th, and since then I've been set up with an infusion center, a cardiologist, an oncologist, a rheumatologist, an optometrist, back in full swing. And in the process, I've had a couple of infusions, which have helped greatly. Tried an injection chemo that didn't seem to do much. Have had an additional biopsy, bone marrow biopsy, which showed that the myelodysplastic syndrome, the MDS, has worsened a little bit, but has opened a door for another injection treatment. So that will begin November 22nd, and we'll see how that goes. More about my health later. As I consider what's happened since I resigned from St. Anne Christian in June of 2019, I really do think that it was the resignation was God-timed. Not knowing what was going to come up the second half of that 1920 school year, I'm not sure how well I would have adapted. And I know for sure the guy who replaced me, Jacob Yoakum, wasn't prepared for that. But as I understand it, he handled it very well. And as did all my music teaching colleagues and the core colleagues as well. From what I've heard, everything went very well. So and they're continuing to adapt and continue into this 2021 school year. So more power to them, and I appreciate what they're doing, and do believe that it was the right time for me to leave. And actually, the COVID issues for us really didn't change anything much for our lifestyle. We went where we wanted to go, did what we wanted to do. The only real difference was we just had to make sure we had a mask with us, and we've been good about that. So just to recap of probably the second half of this year, since June, Gail, my daughter Lisa, and I took a 3-week road trip to Texas to go help take care of some things in her mother's estate, and had no trouble traveling. Again, just had to have the mask, and were able to drive through all the states with no problem, no quarantines, nothing like that. And it was a good trip, good to see family, good to see friends, and enjoyed that trip very much. So to recap where we've been, we were in McMinnville for all of May through essentially the end of July. Then the last week in July, we were at a Coburg Premier RV Resort just to see what an RV camp was like. Very interesting. We were in West Eugene through all of August through most of September. And September 28th, and I'll talk about this more in a little bit, we had to return the RV to the owners for insurance purposes. I'll go into that more in a minute. Then we were back for Fall Creek for a couple of days, the end of September, 1st of October. And we've been here in Springfield with some very good friends in their home from October 3rd until now. A couple of bedrooms that have been transformed. One's a bedroom, one is a office/kitchen area, and that's been working out great for us, and we hope for them. And that's in a nutshell where we've been and what we've been doing. The last video I made was about the reasons why I preferred a diesel over a gas motor coach, and those reasons have not changed. However, our financial situation has kind of dictated where we've needed to go. The folks who were lending us the rig decided that they wanted to go ahead and sell it. And so we were able to put ourselves in a place where we could at least pursue financing for that, and have been approved for the financing. Now we just have to finalize it and see what we can do about actually purchasing it. The insurance company that the owners are going with demanded that the RV be put on their property under their watch care until such time as it was sold. And so that's what we're working on now. So we've left the RV and quite a few things of ours in the RV there in Klamath Falls, and we're here in Springfield, have taken what we really absolutely needed to get by, and are living with those things here. And like I said, we think we've got the financing together. We'll see about going ahead and purchasing it, and so we're hoping another maybe 60 days, and we'll be able to get that all taken care of. On the prayer points that I have for this video are one, that the election issues, that they are reconciled quickly and efficiently, that the results are evidence of legal ballots being counted and the counting process, that things we see and don't see happening in the background will make this world a better place in which to live, that it all be taken care of quickly. Secondly, I have cataract surgery in 2 days. Today is Tuesday, November 10th, and I have my left eye cataract surgery on Thursday, the 12th, and I have my right eye scheduled for, I believe, Thursday, the December 3rd. So pray that all goes well with that the surgeries and recovery go as they should, go quickly and thoroughly, and that would be nice. Appreciate your prayers on that. Thirdly, I had my third bone marrow biopsy on October 22nd, and as I said, results indicated a slight worsening of the MDS condition, but it does indicate the opportunity for a new injection treatment. So we will begin that on November 20th, and look forward to seeing what happens with that. And those are the three big prayer concerns at this point. My word of encouragement to you today is, while I was a student at Baylor, Gail and I were both in a cappella choir under the direction of Dr. Ewell Porter. And one day, Dr. Porter encouraged us with that which I am about to encourage you. And he said that whenever we meet someone in life, that our lives should be lived in such a way that they impact those people in a positive way. In other words, that people should be better off for having met us. The things we say, maybe the things we do, have encouraged them in some way, have lifted their spirits in some way, and that we should live our lives in such a way that we make a positive impact on the folks we meet. So I encourage you with that, especially in these days, that regardless of your political stance, regardless of where you are with all of that, we should be able to live our lives in such a way that we can encourage other people by what we say and what we do. And we can treat one another with respect and treat them with kindness, and despite the things we believe and the things we do, we can share in such a way that hopefully it should be attractive and encouraging and not repulsive and off-putting. So that's my encouragement to you today. Thanks again for watching, and again, please hit the subscribe and like buttons, and feel free to leave any comments. And again, the email address is rvperrypassages@gmail.com. So if you're interested in sending a word that way, or just leave a comment below, appreciate it. Well, that's all for now. So until next time, love you, see you, miss you.